Georgia running back Sony Michel was a legend in 8th grade, not in high school, in 8th grade. That's how he was known to us. He was a kid that played a grade higher than he should have, and was a prodigy, just an absolute superstar running back who just continued to get better and better and better. A lot of times when you see these guys in 8th and 9th grade who have tremendous years, they sort of settle in, they flatline a bit, but he kept getting better, and kept improving his game. And so we had him as a 5-star prospect. There was no question about that. What level he would be, he was our number 2 running back, number 13 overall in the class of 2014. I believe, if I remember correctly, a guy named Leonard Fournette was number 1 in that class. So that's pretty good company. We had him at our 5-star challenge. In Chicago, and I remember that group very well because it was Leonard Fournette, Joe Mixon, Sony Michel, and Elijah Hood, all 5-star running backs there. And we got to compare Michel and Fournette and Mixon, who were the 3 elite guys, especially when it comes to camp settings, against each other. Michel could catch the football. He was very good in physical run blocking drills. Pass protection drills, sorry. He was also very explosive in space, had quick feet, but he could also run between the tackles. So when you watched him in game film, he could break it outside in a second, be gone. He could also get his 3-4 yards, continue to churn, wear down the defense, and then bust one off up the middle. When you watched him continually progress, he would become more efficient in the passing game. He would be more proficient protecting his quarterback. We saw him, as I mentioned, in the 5-star challenge. He was excellent there. In the Army Bowl, he was very good there as well. I think the hype surrounding Sony Michel was so much that people expected him to do everything on every play. And there were some people that were sort of disappointed a little bit that he didn't develop into an absolute megastar. But we overlooked that, had him as a top 15 player because we knew his skill set was 3-down skill set. And by that I mean, you can have him in there on 1st and 10, you can have him in there on 2nd and short, or 3rd and short, or you can have him in there on 3rd and 14. Because he can block and he can catch the football as well. So Michel now, obviously, splitting time with Nick Chubb throughout his career at Georgia, having that great playoff game against Oklahoma. Now he's a bit of a mystery. Not sure where NFL scouts are thinking. It's going to depend on the combine and his pro day and some other things, but a lot of people are hoping, I know this from NFL scouts that I talk to, are hoping that he kind of falls into that Alvin Kamara range where he doesn't go too high so somebody can steal him in the 2nd and 3rd round, and they think he could be that type of player at the NFL level, and I do too. To me, he's clearly the better of the pro prospects between Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. I would take Michel in a second because of all the things he can do, and we saw that versatility is why we had him ranked higher. They were both in the same class, why we had him ranked higher than Nick Chubb in 2014 as well. He's just a very versatile, well-rounded running back who can put up superstar games like we saw against Oklahoma, or just be a contributor, a very solid contributor in a split back scheme. So Sony Michel, very interesting prospect from 8th grade on, just saw him a billion times.